Good morning, good morning, good morning, my lovely people. This is Carol Matebula here. Evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. As you know, I'll be coming, as I said, I'll be coming to you on a daily, weekly, whenever I'm available, I'll pop up. So today we're talking about the essence of being you. The essence of being you. What does that mean, being you? On a daily basis, we have to carry us, just you, presenting yourself to the world as tiny little electric light that beams out into the massiveness of this atmosphere, and you present yourself and you say, "I am me." What does that mean? And this is a question. Everything that I share with you guys starts with me. Whatever that I wake up with and I think about, then I share it with you guys. And today the question into my mind was, what does it mean to be me? Where does this me begin? And you realize that you begins from the day one when you were declared that you were going to be born. Your mom declared you as pregnant, naming. That was your first name that you were given to. Pregnant. Pregnant was your first name. And this journey unraveled itself. And through that, you were made by people. And this is where most of us struggle with the question, who am I? What does it mean? What is the essence of being me? And am I good enough? We have those questions within us. Where am I going? I'm struggling with lots of things. I hear lots of people saying that, including myself. None of us we really understand. But the best thing that we do, those who try their best to try to understand and to try to master their emotions by asking questions, those are the people that I admire the most, because of they bring a sense of balance in this world. They bring a sense of peace and serenity around their atmosphere and around their surrounding. So I tend to try to do that because of, as I said, I'm not perfect. My whole journey on a daily is, how can I minimize pain? How can I stay in my ground? How can I be rooted? Because of all these questions of, who am I? What is my essence? Where do I belong? How do I contribute in this world? Why am I here? Those questions can really put you out of balance, where sometimes we do so much for others so that we can showcase that we are here as vessels. And as vessels, it means that we got to be there for others, and others got to be there for us. Now, when we are struggling with the question of what is my essence, who am I, just your essence of you tend to realize that sometimes people take that for granted. We sell ourselves very, very, very small in this world, where others play around with your emotions, others play around with our minds, play around with our thoughts, and they keep us out of balance. So this question is very important. What the essence of just being you? And the essence of just being you, it's try your best to be centered. Choose things that are very important in your life that protects you. Choose you first. And I say this because of, I realize that sometimes we choose people and we bring them closer to our lives. But these people aren't looking at us to get to know us. They're looking at what they think we are. And I tend to find myself in situations such as those where people come in your life. They want to know what they think you are. They don't want to know you. And because of they see, I say to people, we've got different faces of the essence of just being you. There's so many faces. Phase one, it's you who you have to face yourself daily. Your inner voices that cares when you wake up. And the moment you wake up, these inner voices are going. They begin from the second your eyes pops up. You hear them. Even when you are sleeping, these voices take another form, as if you are getting out of planet Earth into another space of this universe. And there, this voices comes into a matter of dreams, where you can see situations. Sometimes you are scared, sometimes you're celebrating. So you, the essence of being you, it's bigger than just you being you. And I realize this thing as I'm getting older, that the thing that I try to define around being me, just being me, it's how do I control my emotions? You know, how do I define myself as Carol Rahaba Siliwe Tebehai Matebula? You know, how do I define Rahaba Siliwe Carol Matebula Tebehai? Who is this woman? What has she embarked upon? The essence of just being me. And I realized that I have embarked on so many angles, so many footsteps, so many airs that has carried me from one place to another, ever changing to beauty, ever changing to strength, ever changing to pain, ever changing to confusion, ever changing to questions of where I had to stand and question myself. Am I good enough? Who am I? Where am I going? But now, not also forgetting that as we ask these questions, we get answers. But often we don't really focus on answers. We focus on questions and questions and questions. And when we focus on questions and questions and questions, that's when we tend to compromise ourselves. So today, the essence of being you, it's not compromising yourself. Because when you compromise yourself, you tend to be abused by your surrounding. If you compromise yourself, you tend to be questioned by the world, even though you know that you have something to offer in this world. You're not the greatest, because I really don't believe in the greatest, because of the moment we put ourselves as the greatest, the more we put a burden upon ourselves. You are a vessel that is here to share yourself equally next to everyone around you. Now, the only thing that's going to make you to be to appear to appear in a certain way that people embraces you, it is when you put yourself in the center stage, always there for others, yet while you're always there for yourself. So these two things are very, very, very difficult. The power of looking after oneself and the power of looking after others. How often do we introduce people in our lives? And when these people come in our lives, are they coming in our lives to balance us, or are they coming in our lives to destroy our balance? So this, or are you yourself on a daily basis looking after yourself? How many things do you do to yourself that question you on a daily? Am I in a good position? Is this person thinking about my well-being? Am I thinking about their well-being? You know? So these are the questions of the essence of being you. The essence of being you, it's realizing that the bubble sometimes it's so overwhelming, because sometimes it comes with different volumes of a speed. And this air that we breathe, it's never standing in an equal, state of mind. The air always changes, ever changes. And as it changes, something in us has to change. As the day changes every second of every minute of every hour, so are you affected by the changes. So today, I think what I realize is that the more I speak, and as you can feel, there's lots of things about me that will be just as open as I can, because I do not want to be this best woman who knows, but I want to share tips that I use to me to be able to navigate this life, and tips that I use to try to say to people this is me, you know, and that's the essence. I find that's the power when we share our story. So the essence of being me, as I said, for me as Carol Matebula, it has been the most amazing journey, that question of being me, the essence of me. What does that mean? And as I said, sometimes it can be very confusing because of sometimes I take it to the childhood story, and my spirit does that on its own. So suddenly you are traveled back in time where things get frozen, so you can analyze yourself, and then quickly times vomits you back into the present. And ever we do this, and sometimes they say forget about the past. We can never live without our past, because our past has created the present, and the present create the future. So these are the three things that I know that I recite upon on a daily. And sometimes while I go through the moment of glorification where I'm glorifying then I have to remember where I came from so I can understand my strength. And my strength comes from the fact of my past. My past has made me to adore just being me, the essence of being me. And that essence, it's realizing that in this world there are three dimensions. There's a joy, there is pain, and there is self-discovery. There's a joy, there's a pain, there's a self-discovery. In these two dimensions, you always find yourself. And when you find yourself, so you are able to find the rest of those around you. And that's the essence of being you. So my essence, I understand these two things very much. Now I'm still finding myself. And the only power of me finding myself, it is to stand back and realize that when it comes to my dreams, my desires, where I'm going, and what do I see within myself at the age of 60, if I will be given a chance to reach the age of 60, I know exactly how I'm getting there. And every second of every minute, it is me meditating and sculpturing my future 60-year-old woman, starting from day before yesterday and day before yesterday, ever repeating the same things that I desire within my thoughts, within my third eye, and sometimes they seem so far away. And that's the essence of being you. Sometimes these things seem so far away as you desire them, as you want to sculpture them so that you can see them. Now, the focus that I do, this is essence number one when it comes to the essence of being me. I love my dreams. I nurture my dreams. Some of them, they don't look easy at all. At all. But I like the fact that I'm in love with them. So some yesterday before I went to sleep, I made something in my mind and I say to myself, wow, what if I was given a chance for people to come and explore my inner world and take a tour in my inner world? And because of I did that, I actually had a moment of me actually entering into my inner world and seeing it. And what a beautiful world is. It's a world where I like to entertain people. It's the world where I like people to be happy. It's the world where we are surrounded with things like hammam. We are surrounded with, we are surrounded with the oceans. We are surrounded with eating well. We are surrounded with loving one another. We are surrounded with guiding each other. So that's my inner world. And this inner world, I have made it my best to make it outer so that people can see it. Now, the challenge is that when we look at the inner world and the outer world, the inner world, it's very well protected and no one can tamper with it. Who you are from within, the world does not know. The world has no clue about your inner world. You have to introduce yourself to the outer world. Now, the outer world, sometimes it seems as if it's a lock frozen stone mountain that you have to break those layers to come in. But I don't think it's as hard as it looks. The only thing is that you have to focus on those inner dreams and make them reality as much as you can, by always implementing your desire to those you meet and say, hey guys, this is my world, and this world, this is how it looks. It does not matter if one person answers. It does not matter if two people answers. It does not matter if three people answers. Now, as long as you have 1, 2, 3, 4 would come, 5 would come, 6 would come, 7 would come, 8, because of your dreams and dreams without people approving of your dreams and desires. Because of each and every one of us, we find ourselves in other people's desires. Your dream is your dream. Your desire is my desire, because of we are the mirrors of each other. So everything that I do, I don't classify it as a failure. Having to over the years, I have kind of put myself on the test by creating this African massage, this Afro well-being from nowhere, for me, not known by anyone. And I did it myself into putting it into the world for the world to know it today. And that happened by me making sure that I was not going to go back. I was going to talk and share until somebody said, oh yes, now we see what that is. And now the story around this African massage, it's not only something that I wanted the world to know, it was very well designed and perfected. So whenever people came for African massage, they felt exactly my inner story that was living within me and suddenly presented on the outer. Being in London at this moment, this is a beautiful moment. So I'm still talking about my dreams, and having to be 47, my whole story is celebration, celebration, celebration. So of course I arrange different kinds of meetings with women where we can come with women and men. And brothers, if you want to join, please do join our gatherings. So these gatherings are more about coming out to celebrate. Sometimes we are too serious. And so I've got different kinds of things that I do in terms of the essence of just being me. I like to entertain people. I like to go to places that are amazing for us just to sit down and talk and love each other while we also empower each other. So I like to gather people so that people can learn and so that we can learn, because when we're together, we learn a lot from each other. So this is where I'm at this moment, presenting my inner just essence of being. And this essence of being, I do it on a daily basis, admiring my dreams and making sure that those who come near me, if I speak about my dreams, they always appear in puzzles to them. So it is my duty to make sure that these dreams becomes a clear puzzle to them by always embracing and vomiting the words of who am I. Number 2, it is making it as real as possible. Realistic, realistic, realistic. It's the power of what makes you you. Now, remember where you come from has a massive influence of who you are today. Where you come from has a massive influence of who you are today. Because as I said, sometimes we go back and shop into our past. Because of sometimes the spirit wants to just drive back. And you can't stop it. You can't stop it when it does that. Drive back and take what is important and bring it back. Now, the thing that I do when I do that, when I travel to myself now and to make it realistic as much as I can, is that I know that I grow up in a sense of confusion. And this is something that I'm aware of more than anything. I'm aware that I grow up into the essence of not community. I don't know much about community because I was brought up and I was always kind of alone as a little girl. You know, I grew up by myself. I didn't have siblings, and I was brought up by a lady who was about 90 something years old when they gave me to her, which is that my beautiful, beautiful queen great grandmom. Now, having to grow up with her, I was always with her. So I've got this essence in me that I love being around people. I love celebrating people a lot. Now, sometimes I do not know really the essence of what does it mean to be in a group, and how do you behave. So sometimes I find it as a little bit of a challenge, because I think some people don't understand me, and I do my best though to say to people, this is me and this is who I am. But as I said, as you grow up alone, sometimes you, of course, you love being around people. But now, what does it mean to grow up with 10 people? I see some people, they come from 10 families, and then they are used to this openness. They are open fully. I am very open, but yet also I desire this, the moment of that silentness with me, just me being nurturing Carol. So this is me being realistic with who I am. Now, while I do that as well now, the good thing is that about me is that I do not like to be compromised at all. There are lots of people who are living in the world where they bring people close to them, and they are scarred on a daily basis. They are told how useless they are. Their beauty is stolen away. They end up being the women that are not, because of they have accommodated someone who makes them feel as if they're not good enough as who they are, who makes them feel like they're ugly, who makes, I don't allow that. So now the power of growing up by myself with my great grandmom, not being around the groupie world, this had made me to understand the essence of language. Who comes to me and what do they say? So today the message is, whoever you are, please check who is around you. I speak to lots of sisters and brothers, mainly sisters though, because of my work has always been around sisters. Because of, as I'm a sister, I do my best to try to get to know me. And I find that these sisters are compromised. Some of us, we marry to men who have no clue about our inner beauty and our inner essence. They are only focusing on their essence and their beauty. And they'll do anything to shadow you with a dark cloud. Now, if you allow anyone to shadow you with a dark cloud, you gotta ask yourself, why am I living under the shadows of a dark cloud? So I do not allow that, and that's where I feel that being me, being just you have to really evaluate what does that mean. So when I come out and I celebrate, I know those who are celebrating themselves, and I love people who celebrate themselves, because when they celebrate themselves, I know that I'm going to celebrate because of I'm celebrating them and they are celebrating me. So that's togetherness for me. There's no doubt about it. When you come to me, you have to know that you're celebrating you, because if you're not celebrating you, you're going to make Carol your center stage of your fascination. You're going to be fascinated by me, and that fascination is going to make you angry. So I do not want anyone to come with me into the sense of I'm fascinated with her, but I have no clue what does it mean to be fascinated to myself. So today, that's the message. So number one, it's my dreams. And number two is that I'm fascinated with my spirit. And I'm fascinated with those who are fascinated with their spirit. And those who are fascinated with themselves. I have had sisters saying that I'm better at what I do, and I don't think there's anyone who's better than me. And I said, no, hold on, sis, hold on. Let's hold on for a second. We can never say that we are better at what we do than anyone else, because you haven't really been into their essence of what do they do really. You hear it. So competition of women, when women think that they are better than other women, I become very afraid when I hear people speak like that. So that's the essence of just being you. It's evaluating all things that you are. I love my spirit very much. I love being in Carol's energy. And Carol's energy, as you know, she was moved from one foster home to another foster home, one foster home to another foster home. Carol was never born into a stability of of a space where she could say that, yes, this is my space of home. So I have never landed, actually. So that's why I can never say I have landed. Lots of people, they believe that. Lots of people believe that they're intelligent than the others. Lots of people think that they're clever than the others. Lots of people think that they you know, the moment and that's where the pain of the world comes from. The fact that we think that we are better than the others. I don't live like that. I try my best to say to everyone, just embrace you. You know, move away from what the world is about and enter into your world. So today, that's that message today. And so what was it again? It was about your inner world and making sure that inner world surfaces to the real world. And that's you admiring your dreams, and never classify yourself as a failure. Never classify yourself by the numbers of people who speaks to you and thinking that, okay, now because of they are proving me, yes, I succeed. Your success comes from you repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating what you are desiring to obtain. You have to keep at it. Keep at it. It grows, but you gotta have a momentum where you're gonna see the results. And that's what I do. On a daily, I keep doing, I keep singing my song, as I have done for many years. Now, being in a new country, I know that this new country, it's a new environment for me. How many people are in my space at this moment? That does not matter. What matters, how much am I going to showcase myself? From those who come in and leave, still not understanding who I am, and those who would feel and say, okay, now this is who she is, and those who would say, now we know this is who she is. It takes you doing that. It takes you keep on embracing yourself and keep on celebrating your good side to people, even though some of them might not really understand what your good side is about. You have to keep on singing, especially to the world where you are not known. Your work is to be known. And then you see, so there's a lot of things in being you and being successful. It's not about counting the success for today. It's about counting the success on the date that you have given within yourself. That's why I love the business world so much. I love the spirituality and I love the business side. In a business world, there's terms. Everything has terms, and in those terms, you're given a chance for you to be able to try to do trials and errors until you succeed. So there is a short, medium, and long terms. Short, medium, and long terms. And long terms, it's actually so, but you can never go to the long terms and still, until you respect the short terms. And the short terms, it's an education. It's an education where you have to learn yourself, where you have to pave yourself, where you have to have it clear. I'm going to make an example, you guys. And from that point on, then life begins. If you look at this box, this is an apple box. It has two things, apple. You always see it has white and that. So that's what it is. And from there, whatever that happens around it, white, it's apple, or gray. So for them to do this, look how simple that is, but how powerful this can be. How powerful this can be to those who understand the essence. So this is where I'm at. I believe that everything in your life, you have to keep on pushing and pushing. And while you push, you don't push to fail. You push to the, what did I say again? Short terms, medium terms, and long terms. And when you do that, you know that you are preparing towards the future. Our lives of celebration does not begin with us doing now and wanting to succeed without any plan. So everything that I do on a daily to be just me, it's planning. Sometimes people might not understand it. It's not about people understanding your dreams. It's about you understanding your dreams. And it's you understanding where are you going and what you want to accomplish. So I live by these rules every day. And every day, as you can see, you guys, I'm on it. I'm on it. Because I'm not on it, what am I at? If I'm not on my dreams of who I am to make it real, what am I at? So this it is today, the story about who you are. What is the essence of just being you? And the essence of just being you, it's really maintaining your spirit, maintaining the maturity and the strength of your inner spirit. Because of some of us, we are born on this Sunday when we had a walk. We had a beautiful walk this Sunday. It was phenomenal. It was what a powerful sisters I was with. And one of the sisters there, Sister Pumela, said something amazing. She said, you know, what is being matured? What is being old? Some people, they might be 50 years old, but you realize that they are still actually about 16 years old. Some of us, we might be 70 years old. You realize that we are still living as if we are 25 years old. Have we matured the spirit? So that's what it is. So every day, the essence of being you, it's finding the way to be matured, to be able to sing the word of wisdom, to be able to be able to nurture your you know, I call it governor. I'm in love with my governor. I'm in love with my spirit. So for me, that's the essence of being me, and the essence of knowing where I am going. Where I'm going, it's not actually the dreams of success through financials only. Finance, it's a part of it as well. But the most important thing is to connect, to make people have fun, to celebrate. You know, whenever I'm out there with people and I'm doing things, there's really celebration. And this celebration, I feel it for me, my core foundation of my life. It's to celebrate. Even though, you know, you guys, I have this essence of a loner. I love being alone at some point, which I celebrated as well. So I've got two sides in me. I've got a side where I'm out there celebrating with people like crazy. And I also have a moment where I require my space in time of me just being me. And I do this. So today, the message, that's what it is, the essence of just being you. And also, before we finish the video, the most important thing as well, please do not be compromised by anyone. Look at yourself today. Do self-reflection today and ask, who is this woman that I'm looking at? Who is this beautiful woman I'm looking at? Who is this beautiful woman I'm looking at? How powerful is she? Now, this is what I've just said to Carol. What are you saying to yourself today? And remember, that's the only thing that you need to hear daily. Who is this beautiful woman I'm looking at this present moment? And you're doing that not for you to be egoistic, because beauty, it does not only lie. So when I look at myself and say, who is this beautiful woman I'm looking at? I'm looking at the wholeness of Carol Matebula, and honoring her and loving her, and ever putting her into scrutinization. I scrutinize Carol sometimes, because sometimes we lose ourselves. Sometimes we go through lots of emotions in life. And while we go through these emotions, I have to be able to maintain the essence of my emotions by finding way to explain things that has had me around those that I have came across with, but never gossiping. Whenever I do my best to share what I share, it's the essence of what I'm feeling at that present moment. So I do reflection. I reflect. Be the positive source to the ones around you. Don't break anyone. So I bow and say, now, sisters who are out there in the park on Sunday, remember we did something, shadow self meditation. We didn't do it fully because suddenly the weather changed upon us. So I'm going to do a little bit of something this morning, and I hope you join me and keep doing this skeleton balancing. You guys, you'd feel massive better after you're done. So we're gonna do this shadow self meditation as I do for a little while every morning. So this is it, and it's powerful really because of it makes you understand how much you're standing. I say some of us we are not standing. Some of us we are there, but are we really standing? So standing, it's the essence. So what you do with this one, I'm so sorry, I don't have a space in my home. I love today, I look so queenie. I love this African gear that I'm wearing today. It makes me feel really amazing. Okay, so Sunday, what we did where you stand and you just, oh dear, so sorry, so sorry. I'm gonna have to move a little bit that. Let's have a look. Aha. So the power of this, it's just you once again. It's a self-reflection. This it helps you to reflect now on your pillar. I say every house that is strong, it's structured with a very, very strong foundation. And your foundation, it's just about you, your skeleton, how you're standing. Are you aware of the energies around you that you carry? How strong these energies are? How much are you standing? So the story is that you lift up your leg and then you stand there and you just really stand and make sure that the tree on your left, it's standing so powerfully that nothing can shake you. And you can do lots of things with this. You can do lots of things with this. This is just really aware that I am standing. Nothing can push me. While you're like that, then you know as well that your mind is very strong, guided by you. You are the guider. You are the guider of your thoughts, your mind, your feeling, your five senses. So this is the senses of your strength. When you're doing this, your sensory awakens everywhere around your body. And sometimes it might be a little bit heavy, but you gotta feel each and every sparkle of you saying, hello, hello, skeleton, we're alive. And then you stand on the other side once again, lifting up that leg, and then standing in your core strength. Your pillars are standing so strong, and you know that you are the rock of your universe. You can only rock your universe when you are balanced within yourself. So let's do that for a few minutes. Stand there and embrace. And this, it looks so simple, but yet, sisters and brothers, isn't it so simple as we think it is? But if you do it every day, you'll feel that you have a clear balance. Those who are doing yoga, those who are doing Pilates, those who are doing African dance, those who are doing African spirituality, those who are connected with their core, this is just really zero. They can do it within a blink of an eye. So after you have done that, relax, take a deep breath and relax. Welcome the morning. Welcome the gloriness of the day, and speak to your ancestors to say, ancestors, guide me to where I am going. And where I am going, it takes my inner patientness. It takes my inner beauty. It takes my inner how do you say this? I surrender to your beauty. Don't be too harsh for where you're going. Surrender to that. Be the guidance. Plan. Have a short-term, mid-term, and long-term to your future. So we're gonna do that as we are planning this short-term, medium-terms, and long-terms. Now we're gonna do the balance with our eyes closed. And remember, this is where the challenge is now. When you are looking at your short-terms, and visualize them as you close your eyes. Visualize the short terms. Is it every 3 months? As we are moving now from March, April, May, just it's a good time for you to plan. Where do you want to see yourself? Isn't it March, April, May? Is it March? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. No. It's March, so it's January, February, March. Okay, no, yes, March. April, May, June. So you still have March to finish the first quarter. So do that. Meditate at this moment and say to yourself, I still have March to accomplish January, February, March. What have I accomplished for my short term in 2019? And close your eyes and see already April, May, June. How does that look like? What do you want to accomplish in April, May, June? Then you go to July, August, September. Then you go to October, November, December. Make those terms for now. Plan everything in terms. Thank you so much. This is Carol Matebula, and I hope these videos of mine inspires you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all. Carol Matebula. Bye-bye.